Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome to another Empire Jeff TV episode. I am your host, Empire Jeff, coming to you for the second video of tonight, man. Appreciate y'all who catched out the video earlier. We hit that 1K mark earlier today, man, during the live stream. So I want to say thank y'all. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everyone who made that possible. I greatly appreciate it. But I told y'all earlier I was going to get y'all at least 2 videos today. So I'm a man of my word. And as long as I can control it, I'm going to honor my word. So back with another video tonight to talk on a couple of things. Late night tonight, I pulled up earlier than usual. So some of my late night crowd wasn't able to pull up on that. So maybe they can catch tonight's video as well. So appreciate you guys again for everyone who subscribed, liked the video, turned on notifications, and became a member. So appreciate y'all, man. But there's some things going on I wanted to talk about tonight. It looks as of right now, and this could change. Obviously, things are fluid, but it looks like right now the Lakers are pretty much locked in on trying to get Bruce Brown. I don't know if the Murray price is getting a little too steep. I don't know if it's the third team struggle or what it is, or if it's a leverage play. I don't know. But as far as I understand, as far as people that cover the league are believing that they're locked in right now on Bruce Brown, and they will get back with Atlanta later in the week and see what's what there. But I wasn't playing when I told you guys that the Lakers almost signed Bruce Brown in the summer. They got very close to it. They've had their eye on him for a while. Then when he got with Indiana, they've kept dialogue with him all season, which I've been telling you guys for months as well. And now that he is absolutely available, they're still trying to acquire him. So they've been some context here that they've been trying to acquire Bruce Brown longer than they've been trying to acquire Dejounte Murray. So there seems to be someone that they've been focused on, been locked in on, and they don't seem willing to move on until they feel they can't get a deal done there. Now, Bruce Brown is not going to come cheap. It's not just going to be a throw-in. It's not going to be handed to them. It's going to take some work for that to happen, but they're focused on it. They're locked in trying to get it done. And if they can't do it, then obviously the Murray situation is still there. There doesn't seem to be, as of right now, surprisingly, a huge market for Murray, and the Lakers don't appear to be willing, nor should they be bidding against themselves here. So find it interesting, though, to hear that even with all the rumors today about Dejounte Murray and D'Lo that come tonight, it looks like the Lakers are focusing on Bruce Brown Jr. in a trade not involving D'Lo, which would be interesting. So again, this is fluid. This can change by tomorrow morning. Hell, it could change by tonight. It could have changed 20 minutes after I got that information. Who knows? But all I'm saying is these things are fluid. You can kind of take these things with a grain of salt. And just because there's a report that comes out today does not mean that that's the same thing that is going to happen. If you look into to what Woj was talking about multiple times today, it was basically the same thing I was talking about all year, all NBA season, about the Lakers and Bruce Brown. So he basically confirmed that the last 2 days. The Lakers are kind of locked in on him. They would love to get their hands on him. They would love to live in a world where they can get both players. I don't know if that's going to be possible with only one first round pick to offer in trade this season. But I think in their wildest dreams, they would love to be able to pull that off. I just don't know if that is possible. So that's going to take some time to play out there and see. So that's why I continue to believe. I was talking with my guy Kareem earlier. Shout out to the Kareem Report, man. I was over there talking basketball, baseball, all that on his show earlier tonight, man. Shout out my brother Kareem. But Kareem thinks that there could be a deal for Dejounte Murray as early as Wednesday after the Clipper game. Bron isn't playing. If they get blown out, perfect opportunity to force a trade there, especially after everyone saw D'Lo last night. There are people who still think that a Murray trade can be done this week. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I'm not saying it can't, but the Lakers seem to be making at least one last, or at least another effort at trying to acquire Bruce Brown. And keep your eye on the Knicks in here. Like if the Knicks go out and make a move somewhere else and get someone else and kind of takes them out of the running for Brown, then that's one less team the Lakers have to compete against when it comes to Bruce Brown. So the Lakers may be sitting back waiting and realize that waiting a couple weeks may actually help their cause in the pursuit here. Like I said, it doesn't seem to be a bunch of people bidding on Dejounte Murray right now, so there's no need for the Lakers to bid against themselves. And when you hear those reports saying that they talked with Atlanta, talks kind of stalled, but they expect them to pick up again later, that's because the Lakers are currently in negotiation with Toronto, trying to pry Bruce Brown away from Toronto. Seems to be the guy that they're locked in on the most right now. So it's going to be very just interesting to see where this all goes, where this lands, and we'll have to see there. So appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you guys for pulling up. We got Dylan the Villain Brooks in the building, man. Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you pulling up. Ladi Da, thank you for pulling up. Appreciate you. That beat, yeah, that beat banger, bro. Appreciate you, man. Dante, what's going on? Jeff, I'm here, family. Having a rough night, but I ain't crying. I wanted to. The real life, though. I'm here, though. Shout at D-Lo. I see you, man. Big baby, what's up, man? Thanks for pulling up. Another one. Let's get it. Yeah, KD, man. Earlier I said I was going to do 2 videos. I'm here for 2 videos, man. So what's up to you as well? Don's Harry, yo, my guy, the Brisket brother. What's going on, my guy? What's up, Mr. 1K? I got stuck in a pothole while hooking up another trailer, but at least I got something to listen to. I'll wait for the record. Hey, appreciate you, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to the truck drivers out there all across America and across the world, man. I grew up in that life. I know what it's like. It's a sacrifice. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate you. Max Anderson says, sorry, D-Lo fans. He has to go because he gets exposed in the playoffs a lot on defense. Murray shines on defense and scores when he needs to. Yeah, I hear you. Hey, I love I love Dejounte Murray. There's no doubt about that. Jedi Chris 24 says, smash the like button, y'all. We should have 29. Yeah, appreciate y'all. What do we got in the building right now? Let's see where we are with the likes. Drop a like on the way in the building, please. We got 44 people in the building right now, 20 likes. Please like the video. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and become a member over at Empire Jeff TV, man. We got some free giveaways, member-only videos. We got 3 different tiers. We got the mini mid-level, the mid-level, and the full mid-level. So go ahead and join the team over here. We greatly appreciate you, man. Let's see. Let me get back to the chat. Appreciate you for that, Jedi. We got Joe Ingles in here said, if we can get Bruce Brown and Murray, I'd be happy. Hey, I'd be happy too. I don't know if it's possible. I mean, only having being armed with only 1 first-round pick is tough enough to get either one of these guys. But who knows what the market's going to bear? Like I said, it's a seller's market is what they're saying. But we'll see how much people are willing to pay. Maybe this is the season, and maybe we finally get a chance where we get to see the Laker tax not affect them this year. And again, you guys are going to continue to hear me say this. The new CBA this summer is going to make some teams do some things they don't often like to do. And the Lakers may be able to reap some benefits of that. So appreciate you guys. Zachary, thanks for pulling up. It said, Jeff, I think Lakers going for both Murray and Bruce Brown, but I could be wrong. I think they would love to go for both of them, and I think they're going to try. I just don't think they have enough to get it done. I was saying for weeks that I didn't feel they had enough to get Murray. So I find it interesting, that reports came out that Atlanta's looking at JHS, a first, unprotected first, and a swap, and they're looking at that. To me, that's still a little pricey. But yeah, if you're going to get change, you want to get a player of Dejounte Murray's caliber at his age, at his ability, being locked on a pretty decent contract. So I get what a price is what it is, but it still is a little pricey. But man, if the Lakers can pull off both of these, then wow, that would be incredible. It's going to be very, very tough to do though. But it seems like tonight that they are locked in on Bruce Brown. They seem to be prioritizing him tonight. Maybe that's because they know kind of what the deal is with Atlanta. They know they can go back to that if they don't get Bruce Brown, or if they get Bruce Brown, they could try to figure something out. Maybe they know that they can, what that deal is, and they can just go back to it at any time. So we'll got to wait and see on that. But all I heard was heard a little while ago that they seem to be locked in on Bruce Brown as of tonight. And talks with Atlanta are still kind of stalled as of last week. And they're just kind of waiting for those to pick back up. And the reason for that might be because of the Bruce Brown situation to be determined. So let's see. We got that inspiration. Thanks for pulling up. Would you trade Reeves for Bruce Brown straight up? No, I would not. I would not make that move. Man, we out here. You know what I'm talking about. Let's go. What's going on? What's going on? Thank you for pulling up. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Framework on the deal. Yeah. So the framework on the D'Lo deal, the D'Lo in Atlanta and Murray deal appears to be D'Lo. As far as what leaked today, D'Lo, JHS, an unprotected first-round pick, and a future pick swap for Dejounte Murray. Again, a little pricey. I like Dejounte, but that is a little pricey. So I get why the Lakers are checking to see what else is out there. They're just checking to see what prices are. You know what I mean? They're price shopping right now. They can get back to Atlanta at any time, and I'm sure if anyone comes with an offer, that Atlanta will reach out to them because they would love nothing more than to pin 2 teams against each other when it comes to a bidding war. So they'll definitely will hear something one way or another. But right now, they're kind of just checking to see what's up with that here. Let's see. You already know what time it is, my boy, for real. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Let's see. Come on. Joe Engel said no update news this time. That kind of is the update, is that they seem to be prioritizing Bruce Brown tonight. But it could be just trying to see what that value looks like. See how far they can push it and see how serious Toronto is about doing a deal with them and see what that deal might look like. Toronto, it might be, again, like I said about Atlanta, it might be in Toronto's best interest to wait it out till the trade deadline and see if the people get desperate and make strong offers. It's very rare to get teams to make a bunch of moves this early prior to the trade deadline. Typically, the best offer from other teams are from teams who are struggling closer to the trade deadline. Injuries happen and things of that nature. So we're gonna have to wait and see what happens here. Absolutely. Shout out to Search in Detroit, man. The mod father, the mod guy, the mod of mods, killing it over here, man. Yeah, make sure to support my guy, the Kareem report over there, man. Fandom Dancer says no to Bruce Brown. You don't want Bruce Brown? Interesting as to know why. Let's see. We can't afford another non-shooter. The non-shooter thing I get, but it's just everything else he brings to the table. If they're able to get him at another deal, maybe that changes people's minds a little bit. But as far as his ability to defend, he lit us up when he shot against us in the playoffs. And his ability to score, his energy, he's a dog. Like, we need some of these guys like that on this team. I understand people's concerns with getting him. I understand the non-shooting factor. I get you guys. But we need guys who bring energy. This team has lacked energy throughout the year, and Bruce Brown definitely brings that. We are dying out there in offense. That is a fact. That is a fact. Absolutely. Hit the like button. Appreciate you. Let's see. Ontario says, Wrecker's here. All right, man. Be safe, Ontario. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Let's see. Festo, what's going on, man? Thanks for pulling up. I appreciate your support. Dejounte Murray does everything Bruce Brown does, but better. I like Dejounte Murray. I do. I really, really do. I said, like, that package is a little pricey, so I think the Lakers are just checking their due diligence. They've really wanted Bruce Brown all season, back to the offseason. So they're definitely looking at that. I don't know. Like, again, Atlanta is under no pressure to move Murray. They could get to the end here and realize, look, this isn't entirely what we want. We're going to wait this out. We don't have to move him now. So the Lakers have to check on other things, because at any time, Atlanta could be like, we're just going to wait till the offseason. We don't got to do this right now. So that is a realistic chance of happening, no matter what rumors come out here. So we got to wait to see what happens there. We got Jedi Chris saying, smash the like button. Thanks, Jeff, for the great coverage. Hey, thank you, man. And thank you guys for pulling up. Like I said, we reached 1,000 subs today. That's a big deal over here in these YouTube streets, man. So the fact that we got to that, I greatly, greatly appreciate you guys. We got 49 people watching now, 26 likes. So go ahead and drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And if you're not new and you've been here before and just haven't subbed yet, go ahead and drop a sub, man. It's helping a lot. We got a lot of subs over the last 36 hours, man, the most in this channel's history. So I'm trying to build on top of that, man. I'm trying to hit you guys with at least 2 videos a day and keep that momentum going, man. It's hard, man. I got a lot on my plate, but I'm making this sacrifice here. So the least y'all can do is sub to the channel, drop a like, turn on notifications, man. Appreciate you guys. Let's see. Joe Ingo says, hope we can get both. That'd be great. That'd be really tough to pull off, though. Walter Mitchell, what's good with you, bro? Thanks for pulling up. I appreciate your support. Hope you're having a good day, my brother. Bruce Brown and Murray. Yeah, that would be crazy, man. Bloodhouse 73, 1,000 sub celebration. Congrats. Hey, thank you, man. I didn't know when I woke up yesterday morning that I'd be looking at 1,000K. I'm sorry, had that 1,000 subs the next day. I didn't know. Kareem had me on his show yesterday and got me about 45 in about 15 minutes. Then woke up this morning, says, you know what? I'm going live till I get 1K. And we did that earlier. We got it. So thank you. Thank you, everybody. Greatly, greatly appreciate y'all, man. Jeff, sup, Search, man. I remember you getting 1K like it was earlier today. What's up, Kirk? Appreciate you, bro. Good signing for today for the Dodgers. That was a good signing. You know, it's a low profile, low risk, high reward, one of those reclamation projects. They're going to need some inning eaters out there. He's one of those. They're still not done. I know people are saying they got enough arms, but you can never have enough arms when your arms go down. So they're checking on some things. They're still got some of the things they're working on, but this is a good little under the radar move for him. And like I said, a reclamation project, what the Dodgers are absolutely great at. This is right up their alley. Solid pickup. Nothing crazy, but a solid pickup indeed. If we get Chris Brown from Toronto, we can run it. He's killing me today. Anything new on the Caruso front? The Bulls been oddly quiet. I've heard nothing on Caruso. Absolutely nothing. I've checked around. The people I know that that either cover the Bulls or do vlogs for the Bulls, really nothing. So far, they everything that I've ever heard about them is that they really want to wait to see what happens with Levine first before they make any wholesale changes. Decide to blow it all the way up. I could see a world where Levine stays, but DeRozan goes and everyone else stays currently. So Drummond is on an expiring deal, so maybe he goes. But as far as Caruso, I have heard nothing. I'm checking every day on that, and I've heard nothing. The Lakers would love to get him. As far as I understand, there's been really no movement on him because the Bulls aren't really taking calls on him yet. That could change. KD says, Jeff, for the people who are not familiar with the new CBA like me, educate us about it. Well, there's a lot. The new CBA, there is a lot. But let's just say what just covers this season. Let's break it down simple. What covers this season. So the second apron teams, right? The second apron teams get punished a lot more. So those tiers. So there is the salary cap, there is the luxury tax, there is the first apron, which is where the hard cap is, and then you have the second apron. Second apron teams, you got the Warriors, you've got the Suns, you've got I believe Miami's in it now, the Clippers. Let me pull that up real quick. Let's check who's currently there. Milwaukee, Boston's going to get there very soon when their extensions kick in. So let's go and look at teams real quick. Let me look at here and let me look at everyone's where do we got salary here. Let's take a look at the caps here. So let's see. All right. So we are looking at what just happened here. Okay, sorry, my thing just went bananas here. All right, so teams that do not qualify basically for the exceptions here. So you've got the Boston Celtics, Milwaukee Bucks, Phoenix Suns, Clippers, and Golden State Warriors. So those guys, they're in the second apron. There are things they're going to be punished if they can't get under the second apron by this summer. Teams who are above the first apron, and this is why the Lakers went and hard capped themselves. Teams who are above the first apron cannot sign buyout candidates who are making more than the full mid-level exception. So a lot of those teams out there won't be able to go and get guys who are become available after a buyout. So when you look at let me see here, first apron. So first apron space here. So that team that has like teams who cannot sign these guys. 1 second. What is happening here? Sorry, this site that I'm working around just kind of just blew up on me here. So I do apologize for that. So you got teams who are going to be at the first apron, right? And teams who cannot sign people after that first apron. So you got like the Milwaukee Bucks, the Boston Celtics, the Denver Nuggets, the Miami Heat, the Phoenix Suns, the Los Angeles Clippers, the Golden State Warriors. These teams are not able to sign people once they become available after a buyout. And when that happens, teams like the Lakers, Oklahoma City Thunder, and like that will be able to sign people to these contracts where these other teams can't do it. So the Lakers can sit back, make trades on the margins, or like a Dejounte Murray trade or something like that, and then wait it out and try to get guys in the buyout market. So that's pretty much how that all sums up there. If the Chicago Bulls is the Lakers and Hawks 13, we can get both Caruso and Murray. I don't know, because I think they're looking for someone to take D'Lo and then send something to Atlanta. I don't think it's anything more coming out of the Lakers that would lead to more salary. That's not what I'm hearing, and that's not what's been reported here. Roy, what's going on? Good evening to you as well. Clint FRG Dodger podcast just started 2 months ago and at 40K subscribers. Talk Dodgers and get those numbers up. That's fact. And he has a great show. Fantastic show. But you're right. It's coming. Those guys are incredible, man. I'm not on those guys' level, but I'm gonna be bringing this soon. Definitely gonna be bringing this soon. What's up, Serge? Thank you, man. Festo said, what? Crazy on the 18th anniversary of Kobe. We've got Embiid with 70 and Cat with 62 and KD with 43. There's a lot of offense tonight, a lot of killers today. And it was crazy because that Cat game, was watching it with Kareem, and he was saying, like, man, they're just forcing the ball nonstop, and the Cat just stat padding. And they lost that game, which was crazy, man. Definitely crazy. All that in a loss, man. So who would be the Lakers trading if they get Bruce Brown? Are we sending more players than we'll receive? We will be sending more players than we will receive. Bruce Brown cannot be traded with anyone else. He can only be traded by himself. So the one that I talked about last night would have been Gabe Vincent, Taurean Prince, and Jackson Hayes going there for Bruce Brown. And then they would flip Taurean Prince and either move Schroeder or Gabe to get further assets out of that deal. That's what I was talking about last night. Bruce Brown isn't going to be as expensive as Dejounte Murray. Hey, appreciate you. Thank you, Raul. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate the support. Appreciate you pulling up, and most importantly, appreciate your time. Thank you so much. I think the Lakers can get both, Jeff. That would be incredible. That'd be really tough, but that'd be dope. Hey, thank you for your congratulations. I appreciate your support. Salute Empire Jeff from Kareem's channel. Hey, Manimal, thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you. That was fun over there with Reem earlier, man. This is technically my third stream today. I did my stream earlier. I was on Kareem's show for about an hour and a half, and now I'm here with you guys again, probably for like 30, 45 minutes tonight, man. Gonna be a little light show tonight, but appreciate you guys, man. For sure. Let's see. We got Phantom Dancer says, other than the Murray trade, we really should look in on Brogdon and Grant for the same trade package. Two guys that can help with scoring, 3-point shooting, and defense. Yeah, Grant's contract is a little long-term and hefty right now. I don't know if the Lakers will be looking at that. Brogdon, I've talked about a few times. He's off, he's injury prone. He doesn't perform great in the playoffs, and multiple teams have given up on him, similar to D'Lo. So D'Lo actually had a better playoffs last year than Brogdon. So I'm not entirely sure if that's an upgrade. I like Malcolm Brogdon, but I've touched on this numerous times here. Would be surprised if Clippers buyout trade PJ Tucker's. Lakers need a guy like him. PJ may be dumb, though. I think like having a guy like that on the bench, being a dog, like being a leader and stuff like that, probably wouldn't be bad. But even when he played earlier with Philly, he was really bad. And then getting traded to the Clippers, they basically deemed him unplayable. So I don't know how much he's going to be able to play anymore. Phantom, that's expensive. Plus, Jeremy Grant doesn't want to play with Brown. Been wanting a 3 and D wing for a while now. League's packed with wings, and all these defensive wings we got provide no offense at all. At least nothing consistently, right? Demontiak, Pickney, thanks for pulling up. I appreciate you. Rui Hachimura, Austin Reeves, Jalen Hood, 2029 first round pick for Dejounte Murray and Bogdanovich. They're not trading Reeves, though. From what I understand, they've been pretty clear with teams that they're not going to move Austin. I really don't want Rui to go. Reeves should be an untouchable. I don't want Rui to go either, but the more you think about it, like I said, with Braun, Christian Wood, AD, Vando, and if they get another big, like, where are you going to play Rui? I really like Rui a lot, but the redundancy is a real thing. Phoenix Lawyer 1, what's going on, man? Empire Jeff is like, I'm back before you had a chance to miss me. Stop grinding. Appreciate you, man. This is history, right? And I know what you're talking about. I know what you're quoting for. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I told you guys earlier I was going to hit you with 2 videos. I would have been a little earlier, but I was on Kareem's channel earlier. Phantom, I don't know, man, but the Lakers list is Dejounte Murray. They're talking, but right now it seems like they are really glued in on Bruce Brown. Like I said, it could be a negotiation tactic. It could be they feel that Dejounte is too expensive right now, but still a chance to get him, obviously. Bro, I feel D'Lo going back to BK, in my opinion. ATL wants an expiring deal. D'Lo has his best stint in BK, which would allow Murray to come to the Lakers. That's possible, Shan Music. Thanks for pulling up. Appreciate you. That's possible. That's a possible move. Dorian Finney-Smith. Dorian Finney-Smith would be a sneaky good pickup, man. He's a very good defender who can hit threes. $15 million a year. I give out people wouldn't love that too much, but he's a solid pickup, man. You think Belly will go back to the Dodgers in a short-term contract? Also, where do you think Blake Snell is going to sign? Blake Snell is intriguing, man, because like I said, you got the reigning National League Cy Young Award winner that can't seem to find a team. Belly back to the Dodgers. I'm going to tell you, I'll say this. Belly back to the Dodgers. That doesn't sound as crazy to say out loud as it did 2 months ago. That's all I'm going to say. Belly back to the Dodgers, I would have deemed impossible 2 months ago, unlikely a month ago. 2 weeks ago, I would have been like, oh, okay, this could be something. This could be something. I'm going to leave that at that for right now. You think bringing in a good defensive scheme would allow this team to thrive, even with guys like Braun and Reeves who are weaker defenders? Yes and no. Like if you had guys out there that can make up for their lapses, like if you got Vando out there, AD and a point of attack defender, then yes, you could. But those 3 things would be, very, very important for that situation to play out and work in the Lakers' favor. So they've got AD, they've got a healthy Vando now, but that point of attack defender is huge. If you can get someone like that, like a Murray, maybe if he can step his level of defense up, then that is something that, or even a Bruce Brown, that is something that could be very, very beneficial to the Lakers. Right now, currently, they just do not have that. Jeff doing numbers organically, no comparisons, please. He did Dodgers on the fly. I did do Dodgers on the fly, man. Appreciate you, man. I just love the Dodgers so long. Been talking Dodger baseball for so long. And figured, let me press record and pull up on them and see if the basketball community would rock with it. They did. And I'm going to be coming at you with plenty of baseball. But this is NBA trade season, and I'm locked in on that right now, man. With the Murray trade, sure, I see why you don't want him over D'Lo, but just that JHS and a first-round pick, not sure that's worth it. That's my point. It's just the price. It's a little expensive. I love Dejounte Murray. He's a baller. I'm not questioning his ability. I'm not questioning that he couldn't play good here. My thing is that's a lot. And I'm just wondering how much of an upgrade that's going to be at that price. especially when he's playing with Braun, and is Braun going to let him play his game and let him control the ball? That's a legit concern you have to talk about. I still don't get how D'Lo never learned how to slash and attack the rim. Just not his game. He's not a slasher. He's not a slasher. Let's say the Nets are third team and we can get Dorian Finney-Smith with Murray. Again, the Lakers would have to send out more money. That would probably cost Rui or Gabe, right? So they'd have to send out more in order to get that done. So it's possible, yes. Likely, I don't know about that yet. Brogdon too injury prone and modern Jeremy Grant ain't who we think he is. If this is a few years ago, it'd be nice. Jeremy Grant can score. He could be a bucket at times, but that contract is a little too hefty for what the Lakers are trying to do right now, I believe. Underrated pick of the Lakers would be Chris Boucher from Toronto. Yeah, he's solid. That would be an undercover kind of underrated one for sure. Yeah, that would be a good one. That's a sneaky one there. Murray, Reeves, Braun, Rui, AD work, in my opinion. The playmaking and defense would help everyone out a lot. Yeah, I mean, but Murray's gonna have to be able to make shots, and that's the thing. He's gonna be able to make shots, and if Braun is trying to control the ball and they put Murray in the corner, I have a concern about that for sure. Braun plays a lot of 4. Yeah, there you go. Please like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Thank you. Absolutely. Rui and Braun switch depending on the matchup. When they play together, they got good chemistry. And Rui would be a nice starter if he gets consistency. How are you going to find rhythm with inconsistent burn? That's a fact. That's 100%. That's on Darvin Ham there. That's sad, Jeff. Reeves shouldn't be untouchable. Genie is terrible. I'm about to join Elder and turn in my Laker fan card. Jerry West is somewhere laughing. Austin overhyped Reeves. I think you got to look at it in context, though. I don't think that they're looking at it as untouchable. I think he's untouchable unless it's like for like a big trade. I think a role player of his caliber at that money is valuable. Teams are going to value Austin Reeves for years to come. That contract is extremely valuable. He plays very well with LeBron James. There's a lot of context you have to apply to this here. So when it comes to it, look, Austin Reeves is not untouchable. They're just not moving him for Bruce Brown. They're probably not moving him for Dejounte Murray. If like Donovan Mitchell or like, someone of those, like a Darius Garland, or, I'm just throwing out names here. Like if other guys of high stature become available, Austin Reeves more than likely would be available, but they're not going to move him just for a middle of the pack trade here. They're not going to do that. Let's say we get Murray. You think we got a shot at a guy like Royce O'Neal? We need that one wing for our starting lineup that can space the floor and not be a liability on defense. That guy would be Dorian Finney-Smith to me. That would be an upgrade over Cam Reddish, an upgrade over Taurean Prince, and he would play great with Vando. That would be my guy over Royce O'Neal. Manimal says another sleeper player that Lakers might trade or get from the buyout market is Gordon Hayward and Daniel Gafford. Gafford, I don't think gets bought out, but Hayward definitely could get bought out. And he's one of those guys that if he gets bought out, I could really, really see him joining the Lakers. Absolutely. What would be your reason if the Dodgers can't win the World Series? I think the other team would get hot. Then Muncy struggles at their base. Just if the bats go silent again would be tough, but they got the arms now to kind of counteract that. Injuries, if there's a multitude of injuries. But outside of that, again, though, Atlanta is still very, very good. They're going to be very good for years to come. This isn't going to be, the Dodgers are not going to show up and say, okay, the World Series is ours. There's still work to be done. They got to stay healthy. Their bats got to hit come playoff time, and Dave Roberts is going to have to manage a clean game. And those things happen, then it's going to be a very good year for the Los Angeles Dodgers, man. Lakers all day, dope. Kyrie, what's going on, my brother? What's going on? Kyrie is not happening, bro. It's not happening. Terrible. Barkley is terrible. Facts. I want Dorian too, but Nets want 2 picks for him. Impossible for us. Well, what they want and what they'll get. The market will determine what they get for him. I've heard guys, you got to understand, like Toronto wanted 3 to 4 first-round picks for OG Anunoby. They got none, right? So it's not always about what they want. It's what the market bears. And right now, I don't think Dorian Finney-Smith is bearing 2 first-round picks. In my opinion, Braun needs to be a second or third option. Think about it. If D'Lo has been nice lately and Braun looks nice as your third option, I would let AD, Dejounte Murray take the load, even Rui and Reeves, so Braun can rest. I agree with you, but Braun has to let that happen, and those guys have to be aggressive. Like D'Lo spoke on it great last night when he was saying, when you're playing with these guys, you got to be aggressive. You got to do it. You got to play off their greatness aggressively, not be timid. And sometimes I think D'Lo needs to take his own advice when it comes to that. You think Dave gets fired if they don't win the next couple of years? I think the pressure is on him now for sure, because you don't want to be the problem. I'll tell you that. Dave's got to manage a good game. I like Dave Roberts. I'm high on Dave Roberts. A lot of guys, blame him for everything, but Dave Roberts, I do not. I think Dave Roberts is a fantastic manager, and if he got let go, a team would fire their current manager to get Dave Roberts. I believe that. In your opinion, what would a third option Braun look like with potential AD and Murray going off with Reeves and Rui at the helm? What does Braun need to do to make it work? Facilitate in transition and just impose his will physically. By third option, I don't think it means third option of importance. But maybe just lighten his workload, and then in the fourth quarter or in a series, he can turn it up. I think it's all about preserving him during the regular season. Is probably what I would like to see. Tony Lane, what's going on? Thanks for pulling up. DJ's contract is perfect. His contract is great. I agree with you. His contract is great. Hey, Jeff. Hey, JS, what's going on? Hey, Jeff, I feel like this team is missing Sexton or Rozier. They can be big in the playoffs. Yes, Rozier is nice. That contract. Everything we'll talk about is going to be contract related. I don't know if the Lakers want to take on guys with money that doesn't make sense long term or isn't. Like Murray is probably the most ideal situation when you're thinking about player, contract, age, and fit, right? It's probably a good one. When you start looking at these other ones here, I don't know yet if Utah is a buyer or a seller. I don't think anyone's got any confirmation on that. Give me 1 second, guys. I got to get a drink of water real quick. But yeah, I don't think anyone has been able to figure out if Utah is going to be a buyer or a seller yet. So when that becomes known, then a lot of things will become a little bit more clear as far as trade market. Who's your leadoff hitter, Jeff? Then where should Ohtani be in the lineup? To me, it's Mookie, Freddie, Ohtani, Will Smith, Muncy, Teoscar, and you kind of go from there. You can rotate guys. I mean, if you want Ohtani at 2, and I prefer him at 3. I think Will Smith is locked in at the 4. Teoscar and Muncy might be able to switch depending on left-right matchups, but to me, it's going to be Mookie, Freddie, and Ohtani in the first 3. Maybe you swap Freddie and Ohtani, but I like Freddie at 2. I like Ohtani at 3. I like Will Smith at 4. To me, that's locked in. Mookie, Freddie, Ohtani, Smith would be my first 4 in that lineup. Hindsight, you think we should have gone for Kyrie last year in free agency? Rumor just came out that he wanted to play with LeBron. All we had to do was not sign D'Lo and Rui. We needed a shot creator. Not just that, you would have to have renounced Austin Reeves too. So they would have lost everyone and got Kyrie. So you would have those 3 guys, but then you had a bunch of minimum guys. So again, I don't like that model from a roster perspective because then you got LeBron and AD you got to count on to be healthy along with Kyrie. AD's been on the floor tremendously this year. But at some point, having 3 guys like that, having to trust all 3 of those guys, I don't know if I trust all 3 of those guys to stay healthy for a full season. So I never loved that idea of the 3 guys with no depth. Just never been something I've actually liked my rosters to be built on. This Laker team needs a big man. What's your opinion? They do need another big man to help AD. That's for sure. They have big men, but they need that bruising center. They like a Bismack Biyombo. Like I would love to have seen him on a 10-day, but I guess they feel they'd be too hard to find him minutes right now. Jackie says, what's going on, Jackie? Thanks for pulling up. If Warriors trade Clay and he gets bought out, you think he would come here? Absolutely, 100%. And like I said, I talked about my crazy trade package between the Warriors and the Bulls. Long story short, it would have to be the Warriors deciding to move on from their dynasty. It would be Clay, Kuminga, CP3, and Saric for Levine, Vukovic, Caruso, and Lonzo Ball's contract. And then I believe that both CP3 and Clay would get bought out, and the Lakers would be in strong position there. And the Bulls could wipe their money off their books. The Warriors could essentially start the reboot for the Bulls, and they would get Kuminga and probably a pick. And the Warriors would get Levine to replace Clay. They would get Caruso out there and then have another big man in Vukovic to play with Draymond. So I think, again, it would have to be the Warriors deciding to move on from Clay. That would be a tough pill to swallow. But I think if they got honest with themselves and realized this team is done, and if they don't think they're going to sign Clay to a long-term deal, I think it's something they might got to consider. And that's a trade I think could work for both teams. If the Lakers make the playoffs, which seed do you have them as? I have no idea right now. I have no idea. But at this point, probably 6th or 7th right now, if they were to get on a run and squeak into the playoffs. What do you think Wade? Oh, sorry. What do you think Wade had that rust didn't that allowed him to be more dominant? That's a good question. Maybe a little bit more discipline, being able to recognize when to attack and when not to, more control, smarter, didn't turn the ball over as much, didn't fumble as much, wasn't out of control as much. Wade is a better player than Russ. I mean, I like Russ. Russ, like Russ, outside of his Laker tenure, like I would have been a fan of Russ, but Wade was better. Just over more skill there. If the Lakers end up getting DJ plus stuff, extend Rob again. That would be. I like Rob, man. I think Rob's done a great job, man. Which big man is worth the first round pick? Big man worth the first round pick? I don't think there's a big man on the market that's worth a first round pick. I don't think there is a big on the market right now that's worth it. Hey, Craig, thanks for pulling up. Appreciate you. Thoughts on Mark Jackson as a coach candidate? Him being no nonsense is music to my ears, but my homie said Braun won't like that because Braun wants everything his way. Mark Jackson will never coach in the NBA again, let alone the Lakers. So that's not going to happen. Mark Jackson is not looked upon fondly in the NBA. And to be honest, like his coaching scheme really was not that great. It's been a long time since anyone ever seen Mark Jackson coach, but he was a mouthpiece, a la Doc Rivers, a la Darvin Ham to a point. And when it comes down to it, his X and O's were not that great. And it's no secret that as soon as Steve Kerr got there, they took off and won chips. I'm expecting Mookie to be better in the postseason, having a hungry postseason star. Though Tiny behind the best production in the league, Mookie will get better pitches. Oh, facts. Mookie might have an MVP year again this year, man. I love Mookie. He's my favorite player, man. Brian Windhurst at the time said that he could have kept Reeves since we had his bird rights, could sign Kyrie, then go over the cap for Reeves. Here's the thing. I saw something about that was kind of contrary to that. And then I saw something about that it would have made it easier for teams to do the poison, like the offers to him for the Lakers to match. It wasn't just cut and dry to that. I remember it being something. I have to go back and look. He was true to a point, but it wouldn't have been the same. And I believe it would have increased the risk of losing Reeves even more. I got to go back and check that, though. It's been a while since I looked at that. Rumor that Herb Jones might be in the market since it'll be tough to pay him and Trey Murphy. Where do you see him going? I don't know. I don't even know what his market is right now. But maybe his market is similar to like a Buddy Hield, something like that. But where do I see him going? Not entirely sure yet. I haven't heard a lot of teams linked to him yet. Oh, okay. I pick up what you know. Blake Snell, 1 year, $30 million to Dodgers, and the $28 million deferred. That would be crazy. Dodgers have never had any interest in Blake Snell. Mark Jackson is damaged goods. Yeah, facts. Not happening. DJ, what's going on? 60 Cent. Thanks for pulling up. Appreciate you, brother. Taking time out of his workout over here to pull up and shout out you guys in the chat, man. Go subscribe to DJ over there at Lakers in 5. Great dude, great show, great program, great information over there. He had a video tonight that had a really interesting take on who he thinks might be the third team in the trade between Atlanta and the Lakers. So go on and check that out. Interesting take there. If you're working tonight, DJ, drive safe, bro. Darren says, curtain search, you are everywhere. Oh, they everywhere. Everywhere. What do you think Russ does as a Clipper that works better, in particular outside the contract? Just talking the play. Well, oddly enough, Russ would be solid on this team because with more people. The problem was we didn't have the depth, so we didn't have the pieces, and we had to move him to get literally 3 other guys to help fill out the roster and add depth. But once you had the depth like the Clippers had, plugging Russ in there, if the Lakers got Russ at $2 million, $3 million, he would have been great here. He would have filled his role perfectly, but we didn't. We got him at $47 million. So I mean, it's not the same comparison. You know what I mean? D'Lo is sad. It's about to happen. Yeah, he definitely looks sad over there, man. I don't know why, but the Clippers are acting a bit cocky. Clippers always tend to do that, man. We'll see what happens to them. Got to see how that works out. Kurt, my search is over. That's merch for search. I think Rui and D'Lo are gone. Rui would hurt, man. That sucks, man. Jeff, Lakers are interested in Brogdon. Also, what are the rumors about Jeremy Grant? I don't know how interested the Lakers are in Brogdon. Jeremy Grant, I don't know how much interest there is. I mean, interest in the players, yes. Jeremy Grant's contract, they may not love that, but he's a heck of a player. Brogdon, like I said, off injured, doesn't perform great in the playoffs and has been kind of jettisoned out of town everywhere he's been. So I don't know if the Lakers are looking to go after him or not. Don't know how much that's coming from the Lakers side. Honestly, a big what if no one talks about. What if the Heat drafted Russ over Beasley? Def would have fit in a cult early, and Wade and Riley would have molded him nicely if he didn't stay with the big 3. Yeah, maybe. Russ seems like a very headstrong player, though. Not really sure if anyone could have molded him, but that would have been very interesting to see happen for sure. That would have been crazy. Yeah, Kurt, the talent needs a coach. Facts. The Andrew troll. Andrew could definitely troll for sure. For sure. All right, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Search is the boss here, man. Search is the boss. Search the boss. So 1 second. I work for search. Work for search. Hashtag work for search. 1 second. 1 second, guys. Give me a moment here. All right. 1 second. 1 second, guys. Got to do something here, cleric of the boss search has spoken here. So give me 1 second here. In the meantime, 53 people in the building, 40 likes. Please drop a like on the video if you have not done so already. We would greatly appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Turn on notifications as well. Okay, search. All done, my guy. All done. All done. Bloodhound says, I need Andrew Levine in here. He loves him some Levine, doesn't he? He definitely loves him some Levine. Hit the like button. Appreciate you, big baby. Definitely hit the like button. Hams plays favorites too much. It's disgusting. I wish he'd pay attention to every player's strength and trying to find out how he can help them. Look at the Heat and the Clippers. Coaching is underrated. Facts. The funny thing is, a lot of Clipper fans hate Ty Lue for some reason, and they accuse him the same thing. They said he played Marcus Morris too much, doesn't play Terrence Mann enough, didn't play Rocco at all. So this happens to a lot of fan bases. It's not just the Lakers. If you guys watch my stream with the We Talk Mavs guys, with my guy Rel and King over there, you'll see that they have a lot of the same problems, same complaints, and same issues with their head coaches as we do with Darvin. It's comedy, man. It happens all over the league. I'm drunk with power. They got just got to put the battery in the back there of Curtin JS, man. So welcome to the moderators to the team over here, man. As the channel grows, and you know, Serge got multitude of channels over here. So Serge got him a little staff now, little crew over here, man. Little crew running the block over there, man. So be careful, man. Be careful. They're running up on people, man. Be careful. Be careful. You're welcome, Serge, man. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, JSJ. And thank you, Kurt. Appreciate you guys. What was your overall thoughts on Carmelo, especially as a Knick? I found his career underwhelming. His ego def got in the way. I love Melo. Like Melo in Denver, I thought he was going to get one there. When he got to New York, man, he was just a beast, man. Those teams just couldn't figure it out. I like Melo, but his really not wanting to commit to the defensive side and kind of just being happy with getting his buckets and getting his points. I think Melo didn't ever become what he could have become. And that's, you know, he could have been one of those dudes, man. I'm talking about like generational. He was a generational scorer, but I'm talking about if he applied a little bit more defense and rebounding, he could have been a monster. Hey, man, thank you, JSJ. Thank you. Thank you for your continued support. And you're welcome, man. Appreciate you, man. He says, represent from here. Search coming at you, man. Search coming at you, man. Drunkenness. Hey, no doubt. You guys earned it, man. Appreciate you, man. Darren says, what a night for scoring. Only fourth time in history. Yeah, that was crazy, man. Embiid, Cat, and then, you know, KD 43 seems, which would be a big night any other night. But, man, yeah, fun games to watch tonight for sure. For sure. He's already got him. Would you be open to Brown and Trent Jr.? Yeah, I would. I like both those guys. I'm really big on Bruce Brown, and Gary Trent Jr. has been a guy I've liked for a long time. So definitely wouldn't mind, you know, seeing them make some moves or something like that. But like I said, just got to see where they're kind of going here, and we will see. Let's see. That's a good question. That's a fair statement. I think. I don't know. He didn't win there either place. Denver, you know, I don't know how tight they are with him, but maybe I'm gonna go there, you know, say for sure. Now, Miss Angie B, what's going on? Oh no, you made Kurt the mod. Look out, world. That's hilarious. Yeah, man. Search is the boss, man. Search is the boss. So what Search says, you know, we got to do here. So, all right, here we go. Search. Your latest request has been honored there. Let's see. Angie now got the wrench there too. Appreciate you, Angie, for your continued support and help. Thank you. Capologist over here. So definitely appreciate you and all your continued support. Everyone like, subscribe. You know what's better than 1K? 2K. Absolutely. Search the battle between the mods and the rocker. Got it, Search. That's all done. Since you used to be a coach, what would you tell a player who struggles to shoot the ball? Well, if it's a player who struggles to shoot the ball, one, you got to make sure they're in their spots. They're in the right position. Is their form right? Are their fundamentals set? Like, are they planting their feet? Are they jumping right? Are they releasing at the height of their jump? Are they snapping the wrist properly? Check on the fundamental things first, right? Then you go down the path and you really got to try to build up their confidence. They have to know that you got them in there for a reason and you trust them to not only take, but make that shot. Their teammates, you also got to talk to the point guard. If it's the point guard doing it, you got to tell them, like, keep pushing him, keep feeding him in his spots, find where he's at, try to get him going early, make him feel good about himself, get him in some spots, talk to him, communicate. Don't let it just be me. Let him know that you guys also have confidence in he or she, because I had girls on my team too. So make sure they know that you are confident in them. So when they get the rock, they're catching it and they're firing with confidence. That's most importantly. Second, outside of that, is again just trying to feel where they really like to catch the ball. So some of them, especially who aren't just natural bucket getters, if they're catch and shoot and they're better in certain areas, then you want to get them going in their spots. Let them get to their spots. If there's someone who's a little bit better off the dribble versus catch and shoot, then you want to get them involved in some action to help them get in their spot with the ball where they feel comfort. For guys who shoot the ball, guys and girls who shoot the ball, sometimes it only takes one ball to go in for them to start feeling good about themselves. So a lot of it is confidence. What I was very good at is getting my team to always feel confident. Even when we were losing, we were confident we were going to come back. We never lacked confidence. I've had games where we were down 30-1 multiple times. It was bad that we got down 30 because we started the game terrible. But we came back so many times. And we've had games where we were up big, slipped, and then put them away again. So my team played with very high confidence, very much belief in each other, trust, and they were very well connected. Our team just was like clockwork. They knew where everyone liked the ball. They knew where everyone rotated to on defense. It was like they were talking without speaking. There was synergy, there was chemistry, there was everything. And that took hours and hours and hours of communication, trust, and team building to get that there. Now, I understand that this doesn't happen in the pros because it's more professional and it's a business, but that's just what it is. Like, if you got people to feel comfortable out there, you've got to do your part. Chemistry has to be developed. It doesn't just arrive on the scene. Now, there's some people who click right away, but it still doesn't mean you can't build on top of that chemistry. So installing confidence, trust, belief in each other, that goes so far when you're managing a team and coaching a team. And you got to be a bod now. People will get slapped left and right in this place now. Another coach, how do you manage egos? Can you tell who's being selfish? Egos can always be there, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with an ego, as long as it doesn't hurt the team. Like, especially your star players, they're going to have some egos. What sucks is when you got guys who aren't really, or girls who aren't at that level but got the ego already, and sometimes you got to sit them down. It's like, look, it's not that I don't think you can be great. You can, but you're kind of running before we crawled and walked here. Let's settle down a little bit. Let's fill your role. I'm just as invested as you are as getting you to where you need to be, but it's not your time yet. It's not your turn on stage. These guys are a couple years ahead of you. They've paid their dues. They put their work in. They know our system like the back of their hand. They know everybody on this team, where they need to be, where they want the ball, where they like to play, their rotations. They know everything. You've got to get there a little bit, earn the trust and respect of your team, and become one with them, and then we can kind of go from there. The ego, leave it at the door. You know what I mean? You can come and you can believe in yourself. You can hype yourself up. You can even talk your shit. I don't really care about that. But you, the one person, is not going to be the person that tears down this team. I won't allow it. I just won't allow it. I won't let myself tear down a team. I won't let my star player tear down a team. I won't let no one tear down a team. There was no one bigger than the team, because if that star player is out there and those four other people walk away on the court, he's dead. He's getting killed by the other team out there. So my team, also, my team was together for a lot of years. They came up together, literally from first grade to 12th grade. We rode that whole wave. But we had newcomers that came in. We recruited. We got people that came in from other programs, and we're like, the top dog of their program came in, and they have to earn it here. We're not just going to walk in here and I'm not just going to forget what this player has done for me for 5 years. You may be a little higher skill level than them right now, but you don't have my trust yet. You know what I mean? You got to earn that. You don't have the team's trust yet, and they're still the leader. They're still the captain. You're not going to walk in and take that from them. Everything is earned. And it's not just saying playing time. I'm talking respect and trust. A team without trust and respect is not a connected team. There's that too. That's a fact. There's that too. I'm already part of the family. Oh, facts. You've been part of the family. That's a fact. That's a fact. We're done. Do a good job. It's Serge's crew, man. Not mine. It's Serge's crew. We got a squad now. Let's see. God bless. Let's see here. LeBron ducking the smoke tomorrow. I don't know. That was weird. I don't know what's happening there. I don't know why Bron is not playing tomorrow. That's definitely disappointing, man. Ultimately, what deal gets done? Jeff Jose Sandoval. Damn. I can't predict the future here, man. There's a lot in play. They're focusing on Bruce Brown tonight. They're locked in on that. The Dejounte Murray framework is kind of somewhat in place. And who knows if there's other deals on the table elsewhere. So what deal gets done? I don't think anyone knows. So I'm not just going to say something just to say it. I think there's a strong chance that a Dejounte Murray deal is strongly in play. I think there's a chance that Bruce Brown deal can be in play. As far as which one, I don't know yet. I don't want to mislead you guys. I don't know yet. How did you get guys to buy into their roles and find what they're good at? Getting them to buy into their roles was really just I had a program that people really wanted to be part of. My basketball program was a little bit different than everyone else. We had a ton of fun. We went everywhere together, traveled together. Like when we went out of town for tournaments, we would leave a day early, come back a day late. We would do a lot of team building exercises, did a lot of hustling and fundraising together, and really built this from the ground up. We literally got it out the dirt, got it out the mud, really. And just common goal of a bunch of people coming from some place that between basketball and education was their way out. And and it just there was a common bond there. But my team was special. The the just the bond that was there because the personalities, the heart, the character, it was all special. So when you have that, I was blessed. And when you have that, my team was just extremely close. It literally was like a family. I've been around teams that only saw each other when they played games, like when they played ball. They showed up to practice, they went and played ball. No one ever hung out, no one ever saw each other, no one knew each other's families like that. And my team wasn't like that. We were family. So it was like anyone's birthday, it's there. Halloween, man, we were mobbing. You know what I mean? Like everything we did together. And that reflected on the court. There was never any pointing fingers. There was never really any arguing. There was competition. Dudes would get into it in practice, guarding each other and talking trash. But I didn't mind that. That team was together, though. And if anyone came at the team, they came at one person on the team, they came at everyone. And it could be your best friend. It could be someone's best friend that live across the street from their house. But if they came at their teammate, they was going to let them know to back all the way to F up. You know what I mean? And that brotherhood and sisterhood was just, you felt it, you saw it, you just saw it, you could tell immediately how connected that team was. And some of that is credit to me because that was my program and that's how I wanted it ran. But also credit was just to the kids being open to that and wanting to continue to build that, and then them growing up and becoming coaches. And it really was just a special time. A special time. Wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. And what I'm doing tonight, talking ball, is what I used to do with them all the time, man. We'd be sitting there between games, watching games, back in the hotels, after a tournament, watching playoff games, and just spending time talking basketball, going back and forth, talking trash, and it just incredible times, man. Jeff, what teams have the best defensive ratings? Off the top of my head, you're probably going to see like the Boston's up there. The Orlando Magic have been up there all year. The Clippers, Denver is starting to creep up a little bit more and more. OKC, I think is calm, but I can tell you right now who's got the top defensive rating in the league right now. Give me 1 second. I'm just going off the top of my head right now. 1 second. Let's see. I know Minnesota was up there. So let's see defensive ratings. Let's load this up. So Minnesota 1, Boston 2, Cleveland 3, Philly 4, Oklahoma City 5, Orlando 6, New York Knicks 7, Houston 8, New Orleans 10, New Orleans 9, Miami 10. Denver slipped a little bit. They were in the top 10. Now they're back to 12. Memphis. So the Lakers are there at 13. That's just, the Lakers need to be a top 5 defense to be a contender, in my opinion. So those are the top defensive ranking teams currently right now. Oh yeah, no Brown or odds not looking good against the Clippers. Probably not, man. Underrated skill, in my opinion, is knowing your spots and having go-to moves that allows those greats to age gracefully. Yeah. Knowing your spots is key, man. That doesn't get talked about enough, man, at all. King from We Talk, man, it's my brother. What's good, my guy? Congrats on the 1K, much deserved. Hey, appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for all the love and support you guys show us over there at We Talk Mavs. Make sure you guys show love over to them as well. I know they don't cover the Lakers over there, but they're very good at what they do. They break down the game very well. If you want to get to know another team, and y'all Laker fans seem to love Kyrie and Jason Kidd so much and Jared Dudley so much, you might as well just check them out so you can hear everything about them on the regular. You know what I mean? So appreciate you, my brother, for pulling up. I'm going to reach out to you. I'm going to talk to you about some of those shirts later. I got you. So we'll pull up. Appreciate your guys' support. Appreciate you guys always showing love to the channel, even though I'm not a Mavs channel, and all the continue support you guys continue to show, man. It does not go unnoticed, and I greatly appreciate you, brother. What would you say? What would you say a system is like? A system? What do you mean? What do you mean a system is like? You're talking about like what a basketball system consists of? Give me 1 second. We got ourselves a super chat in the building, man. Hey, Darren, thanks for pulling up. I appreciate you, man. Saul Murray, sorry. Play Sacramento tonight. Obviously more athletic than D'Lo. His defense seemed like he wasn't giving it his all. Yeah, that's been my concern. He hasn't been the same defensive player in Atlanta that he was in San Antonio. I get it. He's playing alongside Trae Young. They don't have a very heavy defensive system. I understand that. He still had the skill in there. He's just not using it as much. So it'll be interesting to see if he's able to come back and play with that defensive mindset again if he is traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. But yeah, his defense is not what it once was. I've been saying that for weeks. I get attacked sometimes for it, but it's just, I'm not hating on him. It's just a fact. But I like Dejounte Murray, man. I wouldn't mind seeing him as a Laker. I just have some concerns, the price, the fit with Braun, and things like that. Outside of that, I really do like the player. Thank you so much, Darren, for your super chat, for your time, for your support. That definitely does not go unnoticed, and appreciate you more than you know. So currently we got 44 people, 44 likes on the video right now, 47 people in the building currently, 44 likes. So please drop a like on the video if you have not done so already, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. If you're new or you've been here before and just haven't subbed up, turn on notifications and become a member. Over here we got the mid-level, the mid-level and the full mid-level, man, with some member-only giveaways and member-only videos coming soon. So appreciate you guys, and thank you so much for your super chat there, Darren. Now, where was I before that? Let's see. Okay, we saw this one. D'Lo's legacy game coming up. That will be crazy, man, if D'Lo goes off tomorrow, man. D'Lo 70 points tomorrow. That will be crazy, man. That would be crazy. You guys have to protect my brother, Jeff and Jason. Yes, y'all do, man. You got to hold it down for Serge, too, man. Fat boy, what's going on, man? What's going on, Jeff? Do you think the Lakers should use the first-round pick this year or wait until they have 3 to make a bigger move? I would love to see what they can do with a bigger move with those 3, but I don't think LeBron is looking forward to that, so they're probably going to feel the pressure to move it. Jeff, who's your source? It's fine if you won't snitch. I got a lot of sources, man, but no, it's like I said, I have built relationships with people that work in the basketball world, both inside the industry, both in the private sector of the industry. I built a lot of relationships, both when I was coaching, and then after that, like I said, media members, trainers, agents, people that work for agents. I've got a lot of people in the industry that I've built relationships with over the years. And like I said, when you have those relationships, you're able to get some information, but I don't ever burn them. I don't ever put out their information as my own. I'm not a newsbreaker. I never will be. Like I always say, it is not my news to break. It is theirs. And some of them aren't even in a news breaking situation. They just got information. We talk about it, and I'm allowed to speak on it loosely because I don't want to burn them. But if you ever, man, some of the stuff that I come across that I hear that I'm not able to say is wild. And then that's how I know the majority of the stuff that you hear that never happens is crazy. But the things that almost happened that never happened is nuts, man. It's just crazy. Let's see what we got here. Appreciate you, sir. So I'm gonna shut it down in a few here too, man. Just in a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, thank you so much, Darren, man. Air horns. Congrats, HMB, and being the queen of mods. Facts. Queen of mods, queen of the CBA, man. Queen of Empire Jeff TV, man. Jeff, how did you balance sports, life, and friends, and then spending time with family, going out with them, and having drinks and stuff with other loved ones? You know what? It was rough, and not rough. I mean, it was time management, right? So at the time, my work schedule wasn't as crazy as it is now. I was able to get it done. Like my friends helped me coach. Like I said, my players' parents were my friends. You know what I mean? At that point, their older siblings became my friends. Everybody involved in the program, referees, other coaches. So I was just part of a really big basketball community. I hung out with just basketball people at this point. My friends would come to games. My family would come to all the games. My family would travel out of town with me to come see my games. And I would just made it special. You know, it was like one big family that grew. And I was just kind of just like holding it all together there and just keeping everyone together. And so that made it easier right there. Then, like I said, the kids would go hang out. We had chaperones, and me and the other parents and some older siblings and my family would go out to eat, have some drinks and all that. And I got some crazy stories that used to happen on the road with some of these like man, some of these road trips would get crazy, man. But it was it was nuts, man. I'll tell some of these stories one day, man. I had a little weirdo one time, a lady working at front desk at a hotel when I was staying at a hotel with like 30 kids. And this chick was just, my God, it's super nuts, man. She was doing crazy stuff in the hotel when we weren't there, man. We had to change. It was just nuts, man. So when you're on the road and stuff, and you meet some crazy people out there, man. But super super fun time, man. Wouldn't trade it for anything in the world, man. Donovan Mitchell needs to play next to a big guard. He's cursed playing in small backcourts. That's true. That's fair. Hey Jeff, I'm at the gym. Practice my shooting like Joe Ingles. There you go. There you go. There you go. Hey, thank you, Miss Angie. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, sir. Oh, no doubt, man. I tell you, your show is great, bro. Your show is always great, man. So you guys got great material over there, great content. I got to have you guys over here just to talk general basketball. So we got to line that up, King. But I'll be in touch soon for sure on the merch there for sure. Angie B, we expect you to be drunk with power. That's hilarious. Angel Torres, Empire Jeff is a system player. Definitely not. East Side Raw, Boyle Heights 323. My brother Jeff TV putting in work. 2 videos today. Appreciate your work, man. Appreciate you and your work. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate you, East Side. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's impossible we're gonna win tomorrow. I wouldn't say impossible, but the chips are stacked against us for sure. Welcome, my love, Jeff's Cadence. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Please like, subscribe, and share. Absolutely, absolutely. Jeff, update on Bruce Brown and Murray. Nothing yet. Like I said, they're focused on Bruce Brown, as I heard of earlier today, but they expect to pick up more conversations with Atlanta later in the week. The Clippers, this might be their year, but Harden good for a choke or two in the playoffs. Yeah, they got to wait that out. They got to wait to see what happens there. Hit stick stepper. Dejounte went hammy tonight. He dropped 35. Yeah, he did, brother. He did. He got busy. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. I remember you were talking about you were moving a lot when you were younger, and you said you did trucking. How was that like? Did your friends come and go? So I didn't do trucking, but every man in my family did. So my father, my grandfather, my uncles, my cousins. So I would be on the road with them. I never the gift skipped me. I didn't have it. I just did not have it like they do. So I was never a truck driver, but I grew up in a truck. Essentially, I would be all over the place between my father, grandfather, uncles, and cousins. So I grew up in that life and that culture. And I tell you, man, it teaches you a lot. You're on the road. You got to learn how to communicate with people, talk with people. You're not shy. Like you walk into a room and you have no problem letting yourself be known. Get known. Let them know you're there. Make friends quick. In and out of different schools, making friends quick. That's what makes me a good salesman. I've been a good salesman all my life. Just because being able to go in anywhere and be able to fit in right away. You know what I mean? I pretty much get along with everyone. I'm not a hater. I don't go out there and bash people. I treat people right. I treat people with respect. And when you do that, you can pretty much fit in where you get in where you fit in. You know what I mean? So it was definitely an interesting, period of time to grow up in. And I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world because it helped me develop a ton of skills that I still use today, including doing this show. I have zero stage fright, zero, whether it's one person or 20,000 people. It doesn't matter. I have no stage fright, none whatsoever. And I credit that to being in that lifestyle growing up. Look, if anyone here has never said, give me the rock, then I understand we may not know that feeling. I hear you. If the Lakers finish 6th, I want them to face OKC. We can definitely beat them. I want the Clippers to face Denver in the first round. That's funny. I think we can beat OKC for sure. They're going to be tough, but we can beat them. Yes, Clips, Denver, so you don't have to go through both. I'm not scared of either, but yeah, one of them knocking each other out to lighten the load. Absolutely. Dejounte Murray wants to be a Laker, dropping 35. Man, he might. What's amazing for the vet minimum is Reddish seems to have exceeded his expectation of being the 12th man. Yeah, that's true. And I don't mind Cam playing some minutes. He just can't get 25. But having him play spot minutes to help guard wings like tomorrow night against Paul George and Kawhi Leonard and James Harden and even Terrence Mann out there. Games like that, we definitely need him for his athleticism out there. LBJ out with the bad ankle against the Flippers. Yeah, that sucks, man. Hey, my guy Vincent, man. Thank you, bro. Congrats, Jeff, for 1K. You deserve it. You work so hard. Do you ever sleep? Yeah, man. I tell you, I get sleep when I can, man. You know what I mean? But like I said, really, really, really demanding job. Husband and doing this stuff. Sleep is tough. But now, like I said, I was just really, really driven trying to get to this 1K, man. And I wanted to check this off my list, wanted to get this done. It was a goal of mine. We got there. So appreciate you guys once more. And if you guys haven't done so, man, like I said, drop a sub on the video, like on the video, turn on notifications. Be greatly appreciated. 49 likes on the video right now. So drop a like. We'd appreciate it, man. But I promised a second video tonight when I was on earlier. So I had to definitely deliver that. I think there's a fine line between disagreeing and being labeled a hater. Absolutely. Facts. Absolutely. I don't even mind when people disagree with me. It opens up conversation. Also, we try to understand their point of view. And sometimes I like my opinion to be changed if someone can make me see something differently. But if they're just way off, I'm like, okay, no, you're tripping. Man. Very nice. Jeff, can we get Nick Richards from multiple second round picks? Maybe. I'll have to wait to see on that. But yeah, guys, only plan to be here for about 45 minutes tonight after doing the other video earlier. So I'm gonna go ahead out and speak of that sleep that Vincent brought up. I'm gonna go get some sleep, man. I'm tired. I got a busy day tomorrow and got to pop in and do some Dan is all in with Dejounte. Oh, yeah. Dan loves Dejounte. I love Dejounte too. And I'm not that I'm not all in on him. I just, wish the price wasn't hefty. But we got to work though. What do you do for work? Also, how old are you? You said the kids coach the crew grew up to coach. Well, some of them, like I had very, very young. And, the program went about 10 to 12 years. So, like I said, I had them from the point where they were second grade to 12th grade. And I stopped coaching, a handful of years ago. So, they were 18 when they stopped playing ball. And it's been a handful of years. Some of them had kids in like their early 20s, and then started coaching themselves. So, what do I do for work? I do a lot of different things. I got a couple different businesses. I also work in the auto industry. Got a couple different things I do. I'm not really pinned down to one thing, including YouTube, right? So, and as far as how old am I? You guys haven't picked up on that yet with my timeline and things I talk about. Let's see if someone can guess it here. Appreciate you, big baby. Appreciate you. Congrats again on the 1K and having excellent taste in my. Hey, thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Hey, Charlie, thanks for pulling up. I appreciate you. But yeah, guys, I'm going to head out. I got to get some sleep. Got to get up early tomorrow morning. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you again so much for helping me achieve my goal of getting to 1K today. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but you're always here with me. And I appreciate that, man. Shout out to Search, the mod god, the mod father, the mod of mods. A shout out to the new mods, man, who got put on the game tonight with JSJ, Kurt, and Miss Angie B. We don't just give out wrenches to give out wrenches around here. So appreciate you, man. I appreciate all you guys. Appreciate Search for all you've done. Appreciate you three for what you will continue to do on this channel. Can't wait to help this channel grow. We got some baseball stuff coming up real soon. So just I'm just appreciative, man. Just super appreciative. And just looking forward to the content I got planned for you guys, man. It's going to be special. It's going to be fun. So appreciate you guys. Love y'all. Y'all be safe. You guys have a great Tuesday. Hopefully the Lakers can get this win tomorrow. We'll be talking a lot tomorrow, I'm sure. Drop a like on the video if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Y'all be safe. Once again, thank you guys.